This is the highest effort I put into any show that I do.
There's lots of things plugged in, and we're in a different city for both of us.
That is very true. That's very true.
This is
Changed so many
We've had
postcodes
to
on the way
paint
here.
again.
Yes,
to paint again.
Very well,
the
very
fabric.
good painting.
I
Ben.
did 4 hours of travelling to come and be
Wow.
back on Conversation Out podcast.
It makes you worldlier. And now that we're here, we're gonna.
Now I know what the
bring that
inside of a
back.
Thameslink looks like again.
Wow. Has it changed?
No.
No.
It's the
Okay.
same train.
I did once see some porn that was clearly filmed inside a Thameslink toilet, and I was just like, oh yeah, that's definitely the Thameslink. Yeah.
There's better ways. Like, trains are expensive. There's cheaper and nicer places to film porn.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't professional porn by any means, clearly. I don't think Thameslink would have issued
Not the
permit.
gaffer standing in the block toilet.
You're telling me it wasn't sponsored by Thameslink? They weren't like credited as the exec producers.
Thameslink, come and go.
I think it feels, yeah, nice.
Thank you.
I do feel emotionally like I've been sort of pissed on and slapped every time I go on a Thameslink, so,
That's the yeah.
yeah.
If you get the vomit comet, the last one, you probably
Vomit
will.
comet.
You probably will get pissed on and slapped.
Other train services are available.
Sometimes.
Never see anyone getting rooted on a southern train. Just saying. Do you want to start the podcast?
No,
that's how we're bringing it up.
Right. He's already going, I can't use these for show titles.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to find like if there's any one of these that's appropriate to what we're talking about. But
Right. Mass transit and user-generated pornography.
well, here's one. Welcome back to the Conver Sausage Hat Portcast.
I really like the
That's
coffee
dumb.
table.
It is, yeah, it's Well done, Ben.
All right, with your hosts.
It's quite possibly one of my faves.
No, I'm having
Liam T-Bone.
Liam T-Bone, very good. Is that a pork cut?
No.
Still
But you've used lard on Taylor before.
I have used lard on Taylor as well. It's when a pig gets an erection.
Right, it's got a lard on.
It's just a cube. It's a very, very small cube penis pig.
And just the lady pig in bed with her hair done. It's like, I don't know what you're expecting me to do with that.
They use lard as lube. So the lard-on's got lard on.
Sorry, that's the equivalent of using human fat as lubricant.
Do you not do that?
No.
No, me either.
I don't call it my human fat.
I've got a tap in my armpit.
a spigot.
Just a spigot.
Spigot.
I should have put it on my tummy so it goes straight. I wasn't thinking
Liam's
ahead.
homespun grease. Human grease.
Human grease.
From a pit spigot.
Oh.
I did the snort because pigs. I did it again. Okay.
Welcome, everybody. This is good. This is the first recording of a new year. I haven't checked the
it
news.
is.
I assume
I'm
it's
so
fine.
sorry. Yeah, everyth's fine.
I think so.
The political landscape hasn't shifted in the
Don't
least.
That's
tell
good.
them.
That's good.
Don't tell them.
And this is the first time we're recording with Richard this year. We actually didn't record at all last year, although we released the 3 episodes we recorded December
joking.
23. Yeah.
Wow.
I know, it's been
cow.
over a year.
Where did we do that? Was that in person?
That was in person at my place in Cambridge.
Oh, man.
And that was
Wow.
that was right before we started videoing stuff, so that was before we started coming here. But they were released.
I slipped through the Norwich crack.
You slipped through the Norwich crack, and that's what we'll do this evening.
We went to Brighton and had some crusty pizza fun.
We did go to Brighton and have some crusty pizza fun. Yeah, that's true. I have seen you in the interim.
Yes,
Listeners
true.
will be stunned to hear
Yes.
and interested, I'm sure.
And this is the first time you are on camera, so as if the people listening haven't directly come from Valverde, like, this is what Richard looks like.
my pale skin and bald head is blowing out that camera because I'm just like a white balance board.
Yes, you are.
I was wearing a hat. I attempted to put it back on, but I went. I just look like a
We're
kind
all
of
good.
haunted egg.
Heg.
Heg.
Spooky. Spioky.
Hovum.
Hovum.
Like an ovum.
Like an ice, yes, of course. Would you believe we probably have a sponsorship as well, don't we? Let me just check the inbox.
It's not synced.
Advertising. Advertising at conversationhat.com. Ben, this week we are sponsored by the 83 people who won't give up looking for Nessie. What do the 83 people who won't give up looking for Nessie have for us this week?
So much free time. So much free time and a lot of equipment that shows that there isn't a Nessie.
You can rock it, you can knock it, you can go to Timbuktu, but you'll never find a Nessie in the zoo. And in a lot of ways, that's still true.
It is. I've not seen a Nessie in the zoo.
tomorrow.
It is.
I
I'm
know
really
people
excited.
like having their podcast dated.
We
Just don't tell them what year; they'll never know.
that's true. 2027.
1846.
Whoa.
The first Burns night.
The first Burns. The first time Rabbi Burns, wearing shorts, skidded on a carpet and hurt his knees. That's why he got that
That's
name.
cool, it's Burns, yeah.
Burns
I'm going
night.
to use that pain to do poetry.
Yes.
You going to eat haggis?
Yes. Haggis.
I've got
I'm
haggis as
hosting
well.
tomorrow, actually. So
Lovely.
my friend's going to cook the haggis. I'm cooking the dessert.
Lovely.
And yeah,
What dessert you having?
Like a baked haggis, like an Alaska.
it's cold in the middle.
It's cold in the middle.
Yeah.
Egg white on
Raw
egg white.
offal in the middle.
Offal in the middle.
It's a layer of potato, egg white, and then raw offal. Yeah, raw kidneys.
Lovely. Nom nom nom.
Nom nom nom.
Me and Laura are doing our Edinburgh tradition of haggis nachos
Nice.
in honour of the restaurant that closed down in Edinburgh. That was heartbreaking. Couldn't book a table. It was closed.
It was close. Well, there are recipes listed on Iron Brew's website, and one of them is haggis quesadillas, and there's a thing to make a Iron Brew chili jam.
Why are you on the Iron Brew website?
Why wouldn't you be on the Iron Brew website?
I mean, I've only just found out that it's got a recipe section, so I need to go there.
Honestly, I think so. Kirsty is going to do. My friend Kirsty's going to do the main traditional haggis, and then I'm going to do the Iron Brew recipe.
Okay. And they're going to fight.
And they're going to fight in the car park. Yeah, it's as is Scots tradition. Yeah, so there you go. I'm marking it, what with being half Scottish, which Scottish people think doesn't exist. You're either Scottish or you're not.
Newcastle, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's English, you're English. There you go, that's what they do.
Good stuff, everybody.
I made
it's
haggis shepherd's pie. It's very nice.
lovely.
Shaggis pie. Prolonged silence.
And speaking of pudding, I bought us a little thing, chaps. I bought us some fudge.
Oh, well, I'm going to be putting that inside me.
Was this made around the corner?
Round the corner.
That's where
no,
chocolate's
it's not
made.
my poo.
Is it Iron Brew fudge?
It's not iron brew fudge.
very
It's just,
orange.
can you have a little bit of fudge?
Can I? Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
What is that?
Lemon?
It is. Oh, it's
There's
delightful.
lemon.
Yeah.
And something spicy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Is it lemon and chilli? Or?
There's loads chili.
Oh, it's lovely. It's all citrus. This is a food podcast. Citrusy with a nice spicy kick.
Yeah.
It's got quite a kick to it as well.
It does.
Where did this come from?
From a man selling chili stuff. He was
There's no place for it.
went
At a
to
bus stop.
That was boot.
It was a vegan food stall thing in the forum. With lots of vegan products and stuff. And there was a hot sauce guy. Of course, I went to the hot sauce guy. He had popcorn. I got a few sauces. And then he went, oh, yeah, I make fudge as well. I was like, oh, chili fudge. He went, yeah, but I'm not allowed to sell it because this is a vegan market. I went, oh, that's a shame.
Because of the
And
woke mob.
He leant over and went, I've got some under the table.
I was really hoping it was around the corner again. Come to the
He was
source.
like, come back here and see my fudge. So I bought illicit fudge at a vegan
Illicit fudge.
at a vegan.
I'm gonna start a band and I'm gonna tour with
Illicit fudge.
illicit fudge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really quite spicy.
It is.
That
But
is.
yeah.
That is.
I'm trying to underplay it.
That's
but
the hot one. I have another bit.
Oh, I've never done
absolutely
This is
not.
amazing.
No, it's. I'm glad I experienced it. I appreciated the lemon introduction.
I'm surprised at how willing you both just accepted food from me.
Free fudge, mate.
Yeah.
Well, free illicit fudge.
I know you're not going to give away the stuff that makes you go funny, so no.
Makes you go funny. Yeah, it's got a real kick on the end.
Do you want the crumbs?
Neck it.
Should we? Okay. Fine. Okay.
I mean, yes, I would have loved to have shared, but Liam instructed.
Presumably you bought more than that.
Oh no, that was the last.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I mean, no, well, I had to have more.
I was going to say, yeah.
There was a bag of that and a bag of warm one,
warm.
which
so not so hot.
just a lot nicer.
I could refudge you if you wanted me to
okay.
refudge you.
Later in the dark.
That's,
In the dark.
that's an option on QuickBooks, isn't it?
It is refudging. Annually. At least I think it said annually. it sounds a bit like
There were
anus,
some
doesn't it?
A's and some N's.
It does sound like anus.
Imagine that up your bum, wouldn't that be
That's
funny? Because
the
bums are
first
funny.
anus
The
of
first
2025.
There you go. There's fudge.
anus. That's good.
Speaking of Loch Ness, there was, I think it was the year just gone, they tried to,
Last year.
Yes, 2024. They tried really hard to actually find Nessie. So they got as many of the power nerds together with all of their equipment, and they spent like a month just like really properly having a go at finding Nessie as a sort of like last-ditch attempt to find the damn
That
thing.
seems boring.
I really wanted to go film it, and I really wanted to like. It might have been a couple of years ago, because I think you were doing a show or something at the time. I think you were in rehearsals, but I was like,
Oh, we were going to go to Scotland.
we were going to go to Scotland. I was like, can we get an Airbnb or a tent and like just film
That
something
would
where
have been
Ben is a Nessie hunter.
That would have been wonderful.
And then, I don't know how you are at like your candid camera stuff, but just trying to interact with other power nerds.
I mean, I film you all the time without you knowing.
I mean, this does always feel like an autism circle.
It's more of a triangle, but go on.
Yeah, we need a fourth. I mean, if I was truly autistic, I would have known.
You would have known the angle around.
But I don't know. Look, we all have quite Asperger's-y energy, let's be honest. Like, in different ways.
We've never had conversations about Warhammer, have we?
Well, because I don't do that, because I autism elsewhere. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If I'm the poor, like my English teacher had to read loads of essays about Red Dwarf and Judge Dredd, like the poor fucking woman. So, you know, we're all friends here, is what I'm trying to say. I think we could ingratiate ourselves with the Nessie hunters quite.
Do you think so?
I think so,
I think this
yeah.
is the vibe they're going for.
It's a bit of a shame, though, if they prove that yes, Nessie,
Yesy.
then
Yesy.
that's cool, and opens up new things like what is, why is, how, and when. But chances are, you ain't going to find it.
It is, as soon as you brought that up, it's a bit like,
A lot of people have done this.
yeah, really, guys, this one, you're not finding a fucking Nessie, all right? Someone saw a massive conga reel, like a bunch of the pictures are all fake, and it's some dentist who had a fucking little rubberhead on a speedboat.
Or
whatever.
hippo feet footprints. They did
Yeah,
that.
the
Lovely, yes.
Because it is Loch Ness. The whole thing is like Loch Ness is phenomenally deep and treacherous. So that's why they
And there's
think.
lots of like little canals, and like there is supposed to be a
fucking
tunnel that
Nessie.
goes out to the actual ocean or something.
But who said that? Because was it the scientists that have put down the echolocated science
I
tools?
assure you,
Or was it Gavin?
I assure you, these people introduced themselves as scientists.
Right.
But the physical
Okay.
features of Loch Ness are documented. It's a fact. It's very deep.
Yes.
We don't know a lot about it. There isn't a fucking monster in it, and this is not the one. Don't get me wrong. Do what you like with your own time. Like, and I'm glad you're not flat earthers, but
Yet.
yeah, just as a way to spend time. It's like probably not that though.
mean-
probably not that.
I think
we don't-
if you live nearby, what should we do today? Let's go
Oh, yeah,
look for
let's go
Nessie.
have a crack.
You take a picnic.
Totally.
You go and you
Put
have
a
a
sausage
little...
on a rope.
Yeah, you have a bit of fun.
Yeah. We ain't got any cryptids in East Anglia. We got some ghost stories, but no good cryptids. So
I don't think we do.
No, we're Black Shark is from
Black
East
Shark.
Anglia.
I actually,
That's like a very big cryptid.
us and Sammy are going to have a conversation about Black Shark later.
Black Shark. Let's have a discussion about
I
Black
know.
Shark now, so I know what's going on.
It's in the book, Sammy asked
I know
to see.
someone who fabricated a cryptid and it got traction, and he wants to. Him and his wife did it when they were younger, and they got a photograph of it, and it's basically them wrapped in a roll of carpet with a wolf mask. And I won't say who it is because he wanted to do it, reveal it as a documentary, which never came. But I think it's really interesting. But this photograph has turned up like they did it on 35mm film, like 25 years ago when they were younger, and you can still find people talk about on Reddit and analysing the way his legs
Lovely.
bend and stuff like that. And I've seen a photo of the Flash with the costume, and it's fucking dreadful. But what they were on a farm on a foggy night with the beam above it, just the right place. They took this awesome photo of this big wolf thing. It looked great. And there's all these people kind of analysing what it is and stuff like that. And my friend, who I will call Captain X, and his wife, Lieutenant X, they're just like, that's my mate Jeff wrapped in a carpet. But like they fabricated a kind of Wolfman picture and
That's
got
fun.
traction, which is cool.
I think I know the image. The way you've described it.
I have mentioned
maybe.
the fabricator on the train as well on the way up. But I don't want to give the game away.
It was Thameslink.
It was Thameslink, yeah.
Thameslink
They
is
filmed
the
it in the
wolf.
bathroom.
It's filmed in the toilet of the thing. But Black Shark because Black Shark they think is one of the inspirations behind the Hounds of Baskervilles.
Yes, of
Because
course.
Black
Oh,
Shark has links
it's a
to
big black
Cambridge,
dog.
Black
Yeah,
Shark, yeah, big black dog.
I mean, black dogs are a sort of cryptid in and of themselves if you're going into like the mythologically way.
There's
like the Death Omen big black dogs.
There's a Led Zeppelin, Aleister Crowley sort of link with big black dogs as well.
Is Popeye a cryptid?
Is Popeye a cryptid?
No, Popeye's a sailor man.
He lives in a caravan. When it gets chilly, he plays with his willy. Popeye the Sailor Man.
That's not the one that I heard. He
What
liked
was it?
ice cream in mine.
Oh, really?
There's Popeye the sailor man. He lives in an ice cream van.
When it gets chilly, he plays with his willy.
Sure. Yeah, might as well be that.
He likes to go swimming with the naked women, is another one.
Tug on his willy, he'll give you a Mr. Whippy.
That's...
Popeye
come
the
on.
Sailor Man.
You're a musician, come
Put
on.
on his willy, you
that's
make me
not-
feel silly.
I've never claimed to be a good musician.
That's true.
I think Popeye's not quite... Yeah, he's not human, look at him.
But there's a Popeye horror film coming out.
There are 3 Popeye horror films coming out, created by creatively bankrupt, low-budget film studios.
Yeah.
This is the copyright-free film thing that's really
It's the
boiling my piss at the moment.
Winnie Pooh, the Pooniverse.
Yeah, I have professional reasons to not talk about
Yep.
it. As I mentioned before, because I know someone who works on them. And I
Quick,
know-
get more fudge.
Yes, yes. I pulled this up anyway. But Popeye's a cryptid, anyway.
Popeye's a cryptid. Fine, yeah. The fast food chain or the 2D animated? Okay, they're one and the
man.
same.
Have you
Cryptid
ever
meats.
seen the fast food chain? Yes.
Have you ever seen a chicken go into Popeyes?
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
you're quite right. I haven't.
Exactly.
Could which fast food chain?
Right.
We should put this in the hat. Which fast food chain would most conceivably sell cryptid meat?
All right, hang on. Which fast food chain would? What was the question?
Most conceivably
Most
sell
conceivably
cryptid
sell
meat.
Pass it here.
cryptid meat.
Pass it here.
There you go. Sorry.
Which fast food chain would
Definitely Taco Bell.
Oh,
I think it'd be. I think. Go on. No, go on. Sorry.
Like, because I've never been in, but from what I understand, they give you like a kind of taco full of grey sludge.
Yeah.
And they've kind of appeared all over the UK quite quickly, as a lot of the US fast food chains in the last 5 years. I'm voting Taco Bell. I
It
think
would-
it's ground up fairies or like
It is all the same stuff, just just wrapped in a slightly different way.
piles of grey.
Yeah. Or bundles of grey, or
That's the-
grey between slabs of.
that's the Billy
Other
Connolly
grey.
joke about Mexican food is that it's just thin bread and meat, and they just wrap it different ways and sell it for different amounts of money.
It's fine. It'll taste
Well,
amazing.
certainly Taco-
I'm a
Taco
fan
Bell
of all of
probably,
these, yeah.
I would go the other way. I think maybe Waitrose.
Oh, you've called them a fast food chain as well, which I like because it will annoy.
Was it
snobs.
fast food chain? Well, they're on Deliveroo
There you go.
That's yes,
Done.
That's true.
with the commoners. Yes.
Yes.
I think Waitrose because people will be like, this just tastes better. All the rich toffs are going, the chicken is marvellous.
I think
having
Wendy-
a cockatrice or something.
I think Wendy from Wendy's is a cryptid. And what she is, she's chained up in a huge barn underground and she births kind of loaves of meat.
Oh, that's
And
so
they-
much
they
less
cut
sexy
them
than I
into
thought he was going to
burgers.
go with
I
it.
thought we were going for like a reptile. They cut off her leg every fortnight and it regrows.
No, she's kind of constantly
birthing
pregnant with kind of ground
much
meat
worse.
and she births these loaves and they kind of cut them up.
I was.
I thought she was going to be like some sort of, like, somewhere between a cult leader and a succubus.
Oh.
Like, they've really downplayed all of the...
Oh, I see.
So she looks all innocent in the little thing, but really she's like 7 foot tall,
8 tits.
eight tits, big whip. Everyone's there sewing the meats
each
together.
tit is a different soft drink, which is how they do unlimited refills. It's just like Sprite, Diet Sprite.
Except for the
Cherry
bottom
Coke.
3 that are mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise, yeah, and kind of like one's a sort of tartar sauce.
That's Pepsi plus mayonnaise.
Like the chunks struggle to come out the nipple.
I think that's a tit. Have that one.
I'm so upset.
You know how the Burger King has that horrifying kind of porcelain face? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just find that really upsetting. Like, even the creepy clown of Ronald McDonald is like, what's a guy under there?
Yeah, but the Burger King loves his people to the point where he knows that his visage displeases them. So he takes a step back and he just looks after us from his...
But he does appear in commercials with his horrifying porcelain face.
He's in video games as well, where you had to sneak up on builders and surprise them with Burger Kings. He had to just sort of creep up, do stealth missions and be like, fries, motherfucker! Fries, motherfucker!
Are you guys aware of Pepsi Man?
From the
Pepsi
the
Man,
The
video
yes.
promotional video
Yeah,
game. He's a
yeah.
cryptid. He has no genitals. He has no face. He's just kind of T1000.
All
I
smooth.
thought Burger King was a... Which one's the doing word? Is that a verb? I'm sorry.
Verb, yeah.
I thought Burger King was a verb.
You should burger the king.
Burger King.
Become a chicken. Burger King. Burger King!
Would you like your burger with begherkins?
I would love my burger with the
This is America. We call them pickles.
Which...
Thanks.
Which crooner sounds most like he was named by a chicken? Buckabuck.
I really like that. I once heard someone say that the name Edward Woodward sounds like someone farting in a bath.
Yes.
Who is this show for?
Fuck if I know, mate.
I'm still trying to work that out.
People listen.
People listen.
These people, hello.
Yeah. What's
I'm
up?
really sorry.
And also, could you let us know why? Which specific bits? If there's a point of this week's episode where you go, and that's enough, can you let me know when that is? Can
Ignore
you
Liam.
timestamp it?
Show all of this undiluted, raw to your friends.
I
Let
do
them
quite
catch
like
the
when-
STD of the conversation.
When you go on a YouTube video and you get the average duration, and you can kind of map when people have left something you've said, and then if the same video causes unsubscriptions as well, you can...
I like that TikTok doesn't always offer more things like this in the search bar. When it comes to our clips, sometimes if we're talking about cake, it'll be like more cakes. An awful lot of the time, it's just like, I don't know, search for something.
I don't know what to do with
It's
this.
just like we've got nothing.
It is literally
we do not have a
because-
category for this video.
No, that TikTok doesn't know what the
Fantastic.
video is. Like our Michelle Brazier videos, it knows Michelle Brazier is a person people search for. And that's it, which is fine.
It does not know what phonetic scrawl is.
No.
Because Liam made it up.
Right.
Yes.
I
One of
recently
our
described
sponsors.
the YouTube channel I run with Duncan Casey, Vermoney Broadcasting, as
very
by
good.
definition unpopular. Because it is. Like I remember talking, but it is by like it's fun to do it and stuff, but like it is by definition unpopular.
Yeah.
I watched the video that you had about the 28 years later trailer. Found that very interesting. Means that I have no need to talk to you about it now because I know your opinions.
Someone who's in my actual social circle was like, yeah, I know.
So that's like that's a conversation that we can't have.
I appreciate you watching it, and I appreciate everyone who watches it, but it is by definition unpopular. Like, if you just look at the raw numbers,
Yeah.
and we still do it. Like,
Yeah.
we've been stuck between 4,000 and 5,000 subscribers for about 4 years. And
I think it was lockdown that we
kind
did
of-
a video to celebrate your 4,000 members.
fucking hell, Jesus Christ! Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Sorry.
And it's 2028 now. It's still stuck there. Yeah, it is by definition unpopular.
Yeah.
Which, you know,
We were talking about this earlier, like in terms of Freestyle Cowboy Showdown, like in honor of. I've forgotten the director that died. That's bad.
David Lynch.
David Lynch. We talked about it earlier. In honor of David Lynch, I'm going to stop justifying my creative decisions.
It's no.
Like,
No,
because have you
just
seen
do
the,
stuff.
the great interview with him where someone was talking about one of his films and like, could you let us know more about the intent behind this? And he was like,
No.
no. Would you care to expand on that? No.
I saw a great clip of him because all the clips are out of him talk about how he prefers digital video over film.
Okay.
And that's, you're not supposed to say that. Quentin Tarantino uses film, Chris Nolan uses film. David Lynch, one of the great geniuses, just kind of go like, film's a pain in the arse, it's out of date, so his video is great. There's not enough longer in a David Lynch way, but no one says that. You're not allowed to say that. You have to romanticise fucking
is
film.
the-
It's like,
yeah.
I record everything onto a wax canister. Fuck off. I want to turn it on and it works.
It's because
Not
the
running
people
silly.
that like there's similar things in audio production where like you have to use Pro Tools because that's the inaccessible thing that everyone learned 30 years ago.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I have something better on my phone now.
What you should do is get a clay pot that you've just made that hasn't quite dried yet and shout at it. Ha! And that's how you'll record the vibrations of the sound.
Right,
That's how it's
yeah.
proper.
There
You
you
need to
go,
do it on
that's the
film and
real
clay
stuff.
pots.
Yeah, I cook lasagna using a screwdriver and a spanner. It's very, very difficult, but
No
it's
cheese.
better. No, it's just those in a dish. And I do it in the dark. And that's better than your peasant lasagna you made with spoons and
your-
tomatoes.
Pasta.
It's not Italian. I would have picked that spanner in Sicily.
and you're up to your neck in swamp water in honor of
Yes. Yeah,
primordial life. Back when before everything
I
was
only
woke.
use single cell ingredients as well. I use protoplasm. And,
Yeah, of course.
Why can't we just go back to ooze?
I liked it better when we were primordial soup.
Better when we were ooze.
I was a primordial cup of soup. I was created instantly.
All
I don't know.
gentrified with your cup.
Well, it was a cup that you recorded a song into by shouting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I miss the days when everything was just loose.
Yeah.
No receptacles,
loose.
just loose liquids.
I prefer personally drawing waveforms onto a piece of dirt with a piece of dirt, and that's how I record sound.
Yeah.
That's better. And it's
Beatles.
better because I say so.
These Beatles with their mono recordings.
Who do they think they are?
think they are?
Stupid 50% dead Beatles coming round here.
George Hambleton, Ringo Starr,
Lon Jennon.
John Lennon,
John Lemon.
a fourth Beatle.
The best Peter.
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 and his Earth 2 counterpart, Pete Worst. Who was
Inventor of the German sausage.
Of course, in Germany, it's just called sausage.
Yes, of course. What a diverse people they are.
Is this a format?
We've not
Yeah,
really started.
I did the
It's-
sponsorship earlier.
We'll pick a question
This
out
is the
sooner or
preamble.
later.
This is the intro. Holy shit!
This is the
Does anyone-
26-minute intro.
Do you want to?
Fuck it, I'll take the green one. Here we go.
00 to 26 intro. It's a good intro.
This is
Inaccessible
a
nonsense.
good yeah, well, obviously, but
Lovely.
you know, we're all in the business of that. This is good. Which anthropomorphized vehicle would you choose to be, Thomas, Budgie, or Brum? What was Budgie? Budgie the little helicopter.
Budgie the little helicopter.
What sort of chaos would you cause?
Oh,
Ooh. I mean, Budgie could go round to all of the dinosaur sites and just cover it
Can
with
we just
dust.
have a quick check in there? Do we remember Tugs, which was like the aquatic version of Thomas the Tank Engine?
Tugs.
What are the other anthropomorphized vehicles?
Thomas, Budgie, Brum.
Jumbo the jet.
Jumbo the Jet. I don't know the names of the tugboats, but I do have them on
Cars.
VHS.
Nice. Oh,
The
Cars.
film Cars,
Cars
the
from
film
the film
series
Cars.
Cars.
Yeah.
What is it? Vehicles? It's
Vehicles.
Anthropomorphized vehicle would you choose to be? Because I suppose it's got a... I would say, like, for example, I think being a jumbo jet is a lot of hassle. To go anywhere, you need quite... And
There's
you
going to be
can't-
people.
There's people inside you, not in a fun way. I suppose they all experience this to
Just
some
by
degree.
being in you, they can become sick.
Yeah.
More than others. So I think
Yeah.
probably not a plane.
And
for
you
me.
spend all of your time in the air. I mean, it's like once you land in, Greece, you can't go to Greece. You have to sit and wait for the next band of fuckers to take
Well,
you.
you barely do that. You turn around and you go back home.
Go back home.
So technically, you don't belong to
Anywhere. You don't
any
belong.
nation because you never go through passport control.
Sky pirate.
Nationless.
Nationless planes.
I think Brum arguably has some of the most agency, if not the most rage.
That's true. Yeah.
But he is mute.
But then they can't be made to talk.
No. So he's the ultimate
The
spy.
ultimate spy. Can't get anything out of Brum.
I got a moustache on in the game. There's a secret meeting of ISIS, and there's Brum just revving in the corner with a fucking stick-on beard.
They cut his tongue out, of course.
Oh yeah, that's what happened to Brum.
Yeah.
They cut his tongue. If you're a train,
You're limited to the railway lines.
Budgie is a bit better.
Yeah.
Because he can, it's still kind of the way. I think the problem with being anthropomorphized, sentient, like aircraft of any kind, is there's quite strict zoning laws. In
This
aircraft.
is very true. Yeah.
There's places you can't go. If you are Brum, you're a miniaturized car
You
that
can
can
get
go
anywhere.
inside shops.
You don't have to pay for the tube because you could just go under the little barriers.
He lives in
true,
that
yeah.
tower thing in Birmingham, doesn't he? So he's got a house.
He's got a house. He always goes somewhere.
come out
You always
with a
get a
little thing?
souvenir.
That's true.
Yes.
That old man comes and nicks it though.
Yeah.
Could we
that's true.
anthropomorphize like anything? So let's say, for example, that the Ben-Hur chariot is possessed by a dead old man, like Abe Simpson, the Love Machine.
Love shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I
a
mean, you
reference
could.
for everyone.
You could, but
I just
where is the Ben-Hur carriage?
carriage,
Yeah.
chariot.
Chariot. All right, chariot. Fancy.
What do you mean? It's
Convertible.
probably in a museum right now.
So you're stuck behind glass.
But you could knight at the museum.
What
It comes
chaos
to
could you
life.
make?
And
Be
also, you're a
behind.
chariot, so you need to be pulled by horses, presumably.
You're stuck. You've picked the worst one. So Liam's forever stuck in a box
Oh, that sounds
Are
nice.
any of
snotty
these-
fingers pressed
Are there
against
any
it.
Are any-
societal expectations from the box?
What
Because if no, I'm in.
the ship of Theseus isn't anthropomorphized, is it?
No, none of
It
them are.
depends
Because then you
which-
could be so many bits.
How many parts of
You could
the
be-
ship? The ship of, it's the ultimate philosophical question.
Before the trees are cut down to replace the boards on the ship of Theseus, do they count as
Do
the
they
ship of
count as
Theseus?
the
Are you
sentient-
pro-tree?
Can you make a second ship of Theseus from all the old bits that's also sentient but have the same memories? It's like cutting a snail in half, cutting a worm in half.
Can cut a snail in half,
Right.
but
Hard.
crunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Are any of the sentient? I sometimes imagine the sentient vehicles are full of guts. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Because what is?
Like you open the hood of.
It's just meat. Like it's
just
alive.
meat,
It's
yeah.
alive. Like because
But that implies.
You open Thomas's face and it's like a scene from Hellraiser.
if you did it, he would scream.
yeah.
It'd be like pulling a man's face off.
Of course, it would come out of the steam. Yeah.
Because it presumably eats coal, or
Yes.
a man shovels coal into his arse.
I think it's like, you know how
that's a second
people get the
anus.
tracheotomies and they have the tube put in there.
Yeah.
I think it's food like that. That's
okay.
how
Right.
they're doing it.
Yeah.
Tugger from South Park, who was Russell Crowe's Tug in Fighting Around the World. That's another farting around the world. That's another anthropomorphized vehicle.
Tugger.
The love bug Herbie.
Yes, of
Oh.
course. Yeah.
Yes, you could have Lindsay Lohan in you before it all went wrong.
That's a third anus.
The triumvirate. Is Johnny Five a vehicle because he has tank tracks and he's sentient? Someone rides him.
Bumblebee.
Bumble.
Oh.
Oh, be a transformer.
Be a transformer.
Solved it.
So much
solved
chaos.
it.
That's
Solved
not an
it.
anthropomorphized vehicle. It's a transformer.
But it's a vehicle.
In order to blend in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
not an
vehicle would be
anthropomorphized vehicle.
But the road.
This is a grey area.
It's aliens.
But the transformer is a robot
Yes, agreed.
that
yeah.
has qualities that we would deem that of people.
And humans can ride inside a transformer.
So they are a vehicle, and we are projecting humanity onto them.
My read on is they're alien robots that project human vehicles onto themselves in order
They
to
have to.
blend
They
in.
have to scan.
Okay.
They when they arrive on Earth, they scan human vehicles to become.
Yeah, I guess they're
But,
not.
however,
It is a grey area, and
However,
it's fun to discuss.
there are
however,
Viacons.
excuse me.
Yes,
On
go on.
Cybertron, they all have Cybertronian vehicle form,
Yeah,
so they are vehicles.
the Viacons, as I said. Viacons.
Is that the same? Well, like Optimus
There's
Prime,
Viacons
there's a
on-
slightly differently shaped lorry on Cybertron.
Yeah.
And then when he scans
In
it-
Cybertron, some of the
roads,
new characters
roads,
aren't
and
looking
laws.
like cars because they haven't been to
and
car
a
world.
human can ride inside a transformer, as is it's seen throughout the.
But if you were to do that on their home planet, you would be ostracized.
it does beg the question: who rides inside the vehicle that needlessly exists?
Why
on
have that
Cybertron?
capacity to?
Are there not tiny robots as well? I feel like there's a few tiny robots.
Yeah, there's the headmaster things, and all the tapes that come out of Soundwave.
Soundwave.
He's not a vehicle because he's a tape deck.
Yes, which is why I didn't say
Except-
Megatron, because he
except
turns
for
into a
when-
gun.
Except for when there's wee guys inside him, so then he is a vehicle by definition. Because there's wee guys inside him.
Yes.
One of them looks like a cat,
Wow.
or maybe two of them. I can't remember.
Ravage.
Ravage attack. That's how
He turns up in Beast Wars.
The new film Beast Wars.
No, the animated TV series from the 90s.
The
He
movie
turns
of
up.
Beast Wars
Yeah.
recently.
I so
Oh.
quickly.
Oh
expanded
well,
my
they've got a
knowledge of
Transformers movie that has Beast Wars in, but they're not. They're still fucking massive metal versions of a monkey. It's gorilla. I found all of my Beast Wars VHSs. In
Yeah,
the
it
loft.
shows. We all know.
I didn't start this. I've not watched them. I don't have a VHS
I
player.
so quickly exhausted my Transformers
I quite
knowledge.
liked how Ben and I ran with that, and it just sort of really ground the whole thing to a halt. It was very good. We both
That's what the show
we both
is.
clearly know a fair bit about Transformers that we were keen to share.
I was
with,
trying really hard. I don't know if I came
the
across
people at home.
so out of my depth.
Just say Allspark and Cybertron, and then we'll move on.
It's refusing to.
Yeah, I feel like if I don't, people will respect me.
Brum,
wrong.
Brum.
Brum.
And the hat would know what kind of chaos would you cause. I would run into people's ankles.
Maybe that's why I always have bruises.
Because
People can never remember where the bruises on the legs are. It was Brum.
you get
been
brummed
brummed
in
up-
your sleep.
Been brummed upon.
You got brummed.
Brum got into the Men in Black building.
Right.
Possibly came from the Men in Black building.
Who knows?
Stole a little.
The bus from that one Miyazaki movie that looks like a cat.
Yes, cat bus.
My
bus.
friend Totoro, Howl's Moving Castle, one of the other ones. I haven't seen them, but that's a quite.
Is Howl's Moving Castle, would that count as a...
Oh.
That's an anthropomorphized vehicle.
But in that it has,
It moves,
yeah.
and the house has personality.
if it has a personality, then and can it express wants and needs?
Fears and desires, hopes and dreams.
Can it get a lob on?
Probably.
Can it like, if you show it a little cul-de-sac, does it grow like a shed
And then someone comes and arrests it. Like, it's not a little cul-de-sac. That's not right.
for public cul-de-sac?
I once saw two houses having sex on the Thames Link.
Crowded.
Can we have another question?
Yeah, we
Of
can.
course we can.
Well, I think every time we do this, we don't do any questions.
That's because we don't hang out as much as we'd like to.
That's
So
true.
we've
It's true,
gotta-
yeah, we just do
This
this.
is why it was good to get the tech chow out of the way on the train.
People are just forced to watch us socialise.
I like that this will be the last question of this episode.
Yeah,
I think.
yes, of course, yes.
This is from Dan.
Oh, I quite like how little
down.
that one is.
Thank you.
Very
It's
small.
very small.
handwriting.
It's cold in here.
Blow on it.
Little cul-de-sac. Cold as
Cold a sack.
like a cold scratch.
Chilli.
Cold
scrotum.
scrotum, yes, very good.
Who are worse, militant pro cyclists or anti-pro cyclist drivers?
Oh, that gave me a headache, but I think I know what he's talking about.
Well, the anti-pro cyclist drivers are on the same side as Jeremy Clarkson, so they're worse by default.
That's hard to argue with.
I'm not a pro cyclist, but I've got cycling bias.
I do have cycling bias because Cambridge. I don't think I would try cycling in any other city because it's just not designed for it.
I actively enjoy cycling in London because of the danger of it. So there's like a real. So sometimes if I'm doing
Right.
something on my own with no kit, I'll take my bike because A, it's free,
Yes,
B, it's
fine.
generally quicker,
Yeah.
and I do get a buzz out of the fact
danger
I
of
might
it, yeah,
die.
yeah.
And in Brighton, everything goes. Like that.
Yes.
So kind of very hilly.
But if you're going too fast in Brighton, you know that you're going to crash in the sea, so you're not going to hurt yourself.
That's true. Yeah, the
Well,
choice
there's no
is soft
danger of
water.
that because Brighton goes left to right, so
But you have to go
Not
down
up and down
sometimes.
bit.
yeah, down. But you never
Yeah,
have to
down.
turn left into the sea.
I would just to make it utterly clear, anti-cycling people are usually Daily Mail, Daily Express, anti-woke cunts.
Yes.
So I'm
There is that,
automatically
yeah.
kind of like, well, I don't like them.
It's worth saying that also driving, less so these days, but in general, isn't great for the environment if you want to take that angle. If a cyclist does something wrong, the margin for error is very small. If a driver does something wrong, lots of people could die. So,
Yeah.
like, if a cyclist does something wrong and drives into your car, they hurt themselves. If a driver does something wrong and drives into a cyclist, they could kill one or more people. Like, so
I often think that,
probably
yeah.
on the side of cyclists in general.
I will say, just for balance, there is a type. This is someone who cycles a lot for fun, and I like cycling.
Yeah.
I was saying, for balance, there is a breed of cyclist who's like an arrogant prick in Lycra.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So I don't, and they're really sort of like bossy, like fucking, and it's like they're trying to get their personal best whilst you're just trying to go and
Yeah.
get beer. Like, you know, like there's a type of cunt that
There's an
cycles as well.
arms race for vehicle lighting as well. Like if we're driving at night, like the amount of headlights on the motorway that are just blindingly light,
Oh, people don't know how to turn that
and they don't know
off.
how to turn them off, and it's like you don't realise how bright it is and how now I can't see.
You've now made
anything as a
half
driver.
of this motorway blind at
Cyclists-
70 miles an hour.
Yeah, the part going the direction facing you as well, which is a problem for you. Cyclists are doing it now. Some cyclists are doing it now as
fucking
well.
does my head.
Oh, is it the really quick, flashy ones?
it's the quick flashy ones, or just
massive
bright.
Fucking
Yeah.
They get a big LED. So I've got like a big LED like that, and what
Yeah.
you do is you point it down.
Point it down.
so you
Right.
can see the
So
floor,
you see the road, but
and people can see the light.
just shove it on this way. So you're going down because like Brighton Seafront's just one long cycle path. It's quite good. But you'll be coming back from co-op, and then someone just goes like, "I am the light of the heavens," and you're just like, "Ah." And like I'm pale enough that I get a tan off their fucking bike light as well
Yes.
to boot, and they just don't know how to mount. And it's well intentioned because they've got their lights on, but they just point them forwards. And they,
Yeah.
But
and
it
it's very
really
irritating.
comes across like my personal safety is more important than anyone else's personal safety. And it's
Yeah.
like, if I'm blinded, I could very well cycle into you. I don't know. I'm blind now.
Right.
I get overtaken because
Yeah.
I don't like properly go. Most of the time my bike is broken, so I'm not always particularly fast. But if I get overtaken by someone, especially in like the Addenbrooks area, there's a lot of spare LEDs around Addenbrooks, I guess, because someone overtakes me and their back is lit up like it's some sort of festival. March. Yes. And it's like, I can't see. That's great.
It's
Yeah.
that interesting that you said, because I think that it fully depends on who you ask, and I think everyone's as bad as each other. If you ask a pedestrian, cyclists are bastards.
Yes.
Motorists are bastards. You ask a cyclist, pedestrian. It's whoever you are.
Taxi drivers, bus drivers, like they're all every version
It's
of.
never you. And everyone is guilty of this at least once. Some people more guilty. And I think the anti-pro cyclist drivers are probably more guilty
Yes.
than others. People will pull out. People might not look. People might miss things. That's just what happens.
Yeah, totally.
But cyclists who ride on the path, drivers who park on the path,
yeah.
pedestrians who
Fucking
walk out without looking into the middle of a fucking busy street, none of these people should be allowed outside
Yeah.
on any vehicle. They're all bellends.
We can find common ground in hating the Deliveroo drivers on those motorised bicycles.
I'm so
the
happy
ones
Norwich
that go on
doesn't
the
have
path
them.
and shit like that fucking gets
That does annoy me. It's like, I know you need to be speedy, but like, this is literally a path.
I'll tell you
Come on.
something I do that this has just awoken in me. But I do this. I on my bike stop for red lights. Right?
Yes.
and I
You
particularly
fucking
think
idiot.
no, because,
no, I agree.
because you're
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, you're
meant
right.
to.
Yeah, you're right,
And
of
then,
course.
like, particularly if there's like kids around that are going to see
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You should. But this is
get
where
it.
I'm less good. I'll stop at a red light, and then if someone overtakes me at the red light, I'll wait till it to go green, and then I'll go really, really, really fast to overtake them because, as Commissioner Gordon says in The Killing Joke, we have to show him that our way works. And so I'll just tear after them in a way that probably isn't safe. And I don't like shout or anything, but I'm just kind of like, yeah, fuck you, wait at the light. It really bothers me. It does bother me. And there you go, there's an insight into my petty middle-aged life.
Speaking of petty middle-aged life, I have 3 titles to choose from. We're going to choose them at the end, and we're going to do social media stuff first. Richard, where are you online if you want people to find you? Where can they do that?
Go to go to YouTube, which is owned by Google, or Alphabet,
Wow.
and type in Val Valley Broadcasting.
That's
and
the way
you'll
to do
find
it.
me there. You may have come here from there, in which case, hi. It's basically the same on that channel.
I know most of your names.
I know your names. Yeah, that's how you may find me.
Bon, same question.
Instagram, Spike Pearson, Pierson. There's pictures of food that I've made or have eaten, and things that I've done or eaten or seen. It's Instagram, for fuck's sake.
Is there any food on there that you haven't eaten?
Don't think so.
So bear that in mind. I am on both YouTube and Instagram at LT Guitarist and Blue Sky. Hey,
What's Blue Sky?
it's better than Twitter.
Cool.
okay.
I just deleted Twitter,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I don't need anything to replace it.
Oh, the Combo Hat is no longer active on Twitter as of time of recording yesterday.
Nor should you be.
So, Blue Sky. We're on Blue Sky now.
I choose to make myself angry on Threads instead.
I do
Which
like
is now
Threads.
also owned by a fascist. So
Yes, so we're going to have some conversations around.
I don't advertise my Threads because I'm probably going to leave.
Yeah. I
Fred
don't,
Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
I don't mind Blue Sky. I've got 3 titles to choose from. The main, traditional haggis. Shaggis pie.
I guess orientated.
Or I am the light of the heavens.
I mean, I saw you write down "I am the light of the heavens," and I feel like it needs to be that one.
Shaggis pie as a subtitle is great though, right?
Colon Shaggis pie.
Colon shaggis pie.
Shag that.
From a food that would not be good for your colon.
4 anuses.
Hey!
It's a 4 anus episode.
Wait. Anus. I just wanted to see the nice, because he's doing Italian, I like the cross things.
We did it.
Golf claps for the annual mentioning of the word.
Uh-oh.
I said annual.
It's 6 and that sounds like
I said
sex.
annual. Oh no!
7.
Oh, no!
Oh, that sounds
no!
like heaven. Anus heaven. Oh no! Anus 8. Anus 9. That's enough.
A9.
Well, I'm really bummed out.
Oh, that didn't count. Oh, it did. Just took a while.
Delayed. Sorry, there's this lag.
Let's.
Do you want to look at my ring? There's a piece. It's a ring piece.
13, we'll leave it there.
Let's
Bye-bye.
pinch this episode off.
There's a foot stamper of an episode.
I don't know what that means, but I'm just going to assume it's a bomb
It's a
thing.
very difficult poo.
Thank you for coming on, Jackson.
Speaking of
Not
difficult
coming on.
poos.
Oh dear.
Speaking of difficult poos.
Right, bye then.
Farewell.